Why the heck is everything going up? Stocks, crypto, just everything seems to be going up, even though inflation just clocked in at about 500, or was it 800%, more than it was expected. Literally, everyone expected something like 0.02%, or was it 0.03? And then it ended up being like 2%. Oh my God, that's like 10 times as much as everyone expected. So is everything going up because everyone's expecting the Fed to reduce rates? But I mean, but there was a war, and then there was Thailand, and then there was Israel, and then Gaza, and then Ukraine. And so that should have brought price. But everything keeps going up. I'm going to explain to you why. And Michael Saylor figured it out before anybody else did. I suppose that's why he's got $1 billion company that doesn't actually sell anything. Used to be. Let me tell you how the stock market is supposed to work. Used to be that if inflation went up, what it means is that nobody could buy anything, right? Because everything is going to be more expensive. And so if nobody could buy anything because everything's more expensive, then corporations aren't going to sell as much. So if corporations like Apple, Microsoft, Google aren't going to sell as much, Google's money comes from ad dollars, and Tesla's not going to sell as much because of China competition and all that. Then the people that actually own the stocks, they're going to be, well, if my company doesn't make as much money because of inflation, so my products are going to be more expensive, so fewer sales are going to happen, then my stocks aren't going to be worth as much because the company's not going to have as much profit. And normally, if a company has a lot of profits, what they'll do is they'll even give their shareholders dividends. Well, they're not going to be able to give me my monthly money or quarterly money, and so I should sell all my stocks. That is the opposite of what's happening right now. It doesn't matter if there's a war. It doesn't matter if inflation drives the price of Teslas up $200,000 each. It doesn't matter if inflation drives your rent up from $3,000 a month to $7,000 a month. None of that matters anymore. Why? Because there's a financial balance tipping point where normally upward inflation would drive down the prices of stocks and crypto and all that. But this time, upward inflation hit so high that this thing just swiveled, bam, and came right back. And as inflation rises, so let me show it to you again. As inflation, if inflation goes up, then price of stocks and coins are supposed to go down. But at a certain point, this hits so low and this hits so high that if this keeps going up, this suddenly just bounces right back up. So it's supposed to do this, but then it just did this. Why? Well, the core tenet of what happens when inflation goes up and you can't afford shit is that your dollar is worth nothing. Your money, your yuan, your rubles, your scruples, your yen, your pound, none of it's worth anything anymore. So it's like a hot potato. This thing is losing power. It's literally becoming, it's like wet bread in the middle of a dense, humid summer. I mean, it's going to grow mold any second now. You got to get rid of it as soon as possible. You got to trade it in for something else. It's literally a hot potato. So that's why stocks are going up. Against all conventional wisdom, your older brother or your dad's stock market is not the stock market now. The stock market now is, holy shit, I don't care what the world is doing. I don't care if there's a war. I don't care if there's a pandemic. I don't care if half the people get abducted by aliens. This dollar thing that I've got is worthless now. I gotta put it somewhere else. I gotta convert it to something that's going up. What's going up? What's been going up for the last 15 years, Bitcoin? What's faster than Bitcoin and has more users but is only about 1/100th the price? Litecoin. What is more capable, has more technology, it might be more expensive and slower than Bitcoin, but it has more developers than Bitcoin? Ethereum. You see what's going on? So people, this is not a normal economy. This is not a regular economy where, well, inflation is a little higher, and so I guess this company's going to lose. Nobody cares a shit about anything. Your money is fast becoming worthless. So all the billionaires are dumping their money for something that's becoming worth more.